this is a week of firsts for me. And this is my first official round of New Day Hot Topics, and I have literally all of my favorite people here with me on today's panel. I have Teena Thach and Kelly Lee, and of course, Executive Producer Joseph. Thank you all for being here, and good morning.
Good morning. Yay, congratulations, Kelly.
So happy for you.
Thank you. Oh, you guys. Yay. Thank you. We're going to talk about something first that I guess isn't the happiest topic, but how are we all feeling? Because it feels like norovirus, bird flu, HPMV in China, they're all making big headlines right now. So we're telling everyone, like, wash your hands.
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Like, New Day is so tiny. If we got norovirus, like, the show would have to go on a hiatus. Like, it's scary because how fast it spreads.
I know.
Yeah. I feel like everyone's been getting sick lately,
Yes.
especially during the holidays. Like, I know so many people that were, like, out and not able to celebrate with their friends or family, so it's kind of been getting bad over here.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, my throat feels a little itchy this morning.
Kelly.
But you know, we're gonna be.
She'll be the reason we shut this down.
Yeah. Never coming back.
Do you guys feel differently, like, about everything that's kind of in the headlines after the pandemic and living through COVID-19?
It feels like so long ago. We should get those 2 years back.
I
Honestly.
completely agree. I always feel like I'm younger than I am because then I lie about and then I'm like, oh no, those years happened.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind the cheap flights and like the traveling aspect of it and not having to wait in lines. But I really do not want to be locked in again.
But I saved so much money being locked in.
Yeah.
Really?
That was when 2020 was when I feel like everyone popped off with their content. Everyone was just doing their own thing and finally saw
Making bread.
Yeah, work-life balance really existed. It was like it made you feel like you could have a home life and have work. And so, we'll talk about going to work later.
I know, we will.
Like, not even joking, the bird flu was one of my biggest fears. I'm serious.
No, I know.
It still kind of is, but...
Someone died, too, in Louisiana.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I will say, after living through a pandemic, it did change my perception of what living through that would be like, because I did not think it was going to be like what it was.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's interesting to gain perspective. Wash your hands more, masking, all that stuff.
Wash your hands.
We should be washing our hands in general.
Yes, we should.
I mean, you would hope.
Yeah.
You guys, next is something that I just always love, like a good motivational quote. Author Mel Robbins, I don't know if you've seen this, she has a new book out called The Let Them Theory.
Love her.
And the idea behind this book is resonating with a lot of people, so take a listen first.
What is it about two simple words that have done this?
Well, the two simple words are let them. And I think the reason why this is a magical concept and the book is taken off, Hoda, is because we're living in a moment of time where people feel like there's so much that's out of their control. Whether they're feeling anxious or they look at the headlines or, you know, they're worried about the economy or their job. And the message with the let them theory is that no matter what's going on outside of you, the power is always inside of you.
Okay.
And so
Okay, that like last part gives me chills because you can only really like control what is happening to you and how you feel, and so like let them gossip, let them feel how they're gonna feel. It says a lot more about them than you. Does this resonate with you all like too, like it does to me? I need to read this book.
I feel like 2024 was a lot of like understanding that sometimes you have no control of other people's choices and you just have to let them do what they gotta do, and you should just only focus on what you have control of, because at the end of the day, like, you can't change someone's mindset or their actions, and you just have to move forward with your thoughts and your opinions and how you're gonna move with your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like reclaiming your own power, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I always say, like, if someone wants to leave my life, I'm gladly going to open the door for them and just let them walk out.
There's the door.
So that's all you gotta say about that. You know, like, you should understand your value. You should understand what you bring to the table. And, you know, I don't think you should ever fight for someone that doesn't want to be in your life, or
100%.
a job not. Or
Can we get
Yes.
I'm preaching this morning, but you know, or also a job that is not meant to be for you. There's a reason why, and there's something better.
Yeah.
So just let it be. Let it be.
And this is not saying don't try and influence people.
Right.
I mean, you will still, if you see someone doing something bad, like maybe help them or something. That's not what this is saying.
No.
This is saying if someone is acting a certain way, there's really sometimes not a way you can control them.
True.
And just making yourself be stressed about that, you're just wasting your own time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Oh, this is so inspiring. And something, though, that I don't know, too, if you guys have feelings on is everybody is going back to work. Like, Amazon just announced, like, the 5 days back at work. I have some friends that are pretty fired up about it. The commute, a lot of people were saying this morning, has changed a ton. People are stuck in traffic.
Not fun.
What do you guys think? Do you think other corporations should follow suit? Are we going to miss the stay-at-home? Feeling.
I mean, I used to work for Amazon.
Okay.
So I actually left before the 5-day return to office. But for me, being a foodie, and I'm sure Teena can attest to this too, is like, I want the small businesses to thrive.
Right.
That's really all I care about, because I recently did a video for a mobile food truck, and you know, they were so excited and happy to have more business from the Amazon workers coming back in.
Definitely.
But for me, I was working my full-time corporate job from like 2019, and it was fully remote, so I'm not an office girly. Like, miss me with that.
I think it's good to have a balance. I think 5 days is, I think we showed during COVID that we can work from home and work in office, or work from home and make it work. And I think a lot of times it could be just an email. It doesn't always need to have a meeting.
True.
But I think that at the end of the day, these corporations are hopefully thinking of their people. But work-life balance is what makes people better workers, so I hope that that's like something that they keep in mind.
And for New Day, we are kind of a flexible schedule here. I mean, obviously we have to be here
Yes,
at the
we're
studio
here
for the
most
show.
days, right.
But you know, we don't have to be chained to our desks, and I think we really learned that after the pandemic, whereas before we did sort of have to be chained to our desks, and now we don't.
Yeah, I know. It's shaking things up. Costco is also shaking up headlines. I want to get to our last topic. It's been trending again for two different reasons: their return policy and their clothing section. I think their clothing section, like, I have actually a lot of workout clothes. I'm kind of loving it. And then the return viral, I don't know if you've seen this, about the couch. A woman, after almost 3 years, decided to return a couch to Costco because they have a policy that you can. And the manager, who is actually from Seattle, it went viral. It's on TikTok and stuff again right now, because he's like, no, you can't do that at my store. You can't just decide in 3
like it anymore.
years that you don't
That you
like
sat on it
this.
for 3 years.
Yeah.
Gross.
The girl's Vietnamese, just like us, Teena. Yeah, that video got like 3.1 million views or something.
I know, it did.
I mean, a couch is different than a Dyson. Like, I want to go return my Dyson that I think needs fixing, but I don't know, a couch is nasty.
Yeah,
It's true. Like, they can't put that back on the shelf. It's
Like,
not
your
happening.
body has been on it, and
Yeah.
maybe
Your dog,
other
your
people's
cat.
bodies are on it. And so, doesn't Nordstrom do that too about the return
They have a
policy?
really good
Yeah.
return. Yep.
They all do, but
And the clothing at Costco.
are you a fan?
I am. I have the Kirkland sweater. I didn't wear it
yeah.
today.
I wanted you to wear it. Missed opportunity.
But I went to a party once, and my boyfriend, who is 35, was wearing the same exact shirt as an 85-year-old neighbor. So I thought that was funny.
I have a Kirkland, my dog has a Kirkland hoodie. It's like the
Yes.
dog clothes, and I think it's so fire that they have their own clothing brand.
And
And
does your
some
dog
of
love
it,
it?
it's like, it's literally like a real, like, streetwear sometimes, but it
Yes,
just says
yes.
Kirkland, so it's pretty cool.
It is, and I'm from Kirkland, so represent.
There you go.
Thank you all for being here today.
They did that for her.
Costco
sponsored her.
Sponsor me. This new flavored bacon cinnamon toast crunch. Dive in, taste test, unless you're
It smells so good. I love candy
Hormels
bacon.
too. You okay?
Candy bacon is
Oh.
so good.
My question is why? Who asked for this?
You know,
How did this come about?
Americans.
America.
This is so
This is such an American thing.
Yeah.
wait, it's really not bad. It's
It's actually light. It tastes like, it's like a slight cinnamon taste, but it's not as sweet as like a maple bacon.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't hate it, Kelly.
I want it to be sweeter,
Me too.
right?
More
not
of like the maple.
Yeah,
The
I know.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is so sweet.
True.
The cereal.
This tastes more like bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a hint of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is a
you?
fabulous cereal.
And it's
A hint.
limited edition, you guys. Do you guys like your bacon? Like, I need my bacon to be burnt, like so crispy.
Yeah.
You like this piece?
No?
Oh.
Yeah, that's for me. You know, you want yours like really like lightly.
I like a little bit of crunchy and soft.
Oh, I can't do the soft. It's
No.
a texture
No?
thing.
I like mine fatty.
I just
Am
like
I
it.
alone? I just like it. Okay.
Fatty but crispy.
Well, something you all might really love too are the new restaurants that are coming. I'm really excited about a few of these. Raising Cane's is coming to Seattle, and In-N-Out. Raising Cane's is going to be opening in the University District and Linwood and Renton, and then In-N-Out is going to Vancouver.
Washington.
Super exciting. And there's also Voodoo Donuts just opened in Capitol Hill. El Pollo Loco to Federal Way.
Pollo Loco, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I mean, are we fans? I've never tried Raising Cane's.
Oh, they have like this really amazing dipping sauce for your chicken.
That's what I've seen.
Chicken finger? You don't call it chicken fingers. What is it?
Tenders.
Tenders, yeah.
Oh, I was going to
The
say
one
chicken
that's like-
nuggets.
Yes,
Some
it's
people-
like, it's
some
like
people
a
drink
soda
that.
size.
Order a cup and it's $6 and they dip it
Literally.
in that cup
I've
of
seen
just
that on
sauce.
TikTok.
It might be war between that and the Wingstop Ranch because that sauce is so good. But it's like chicken. Like
Have you guys,
strips.
have y'all been to Raising Cane's?
I've been there once
Yeah.
in Texas.
How long did you have to wait? I tried to go once. The line was like out
Really?
the door in
I
Chicago.
think it's so normal in
Really?
Texas that it's just like another
Or
fast food
California.
restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
also only had it one time in Arizona, but we got takeout.
Was it good?
Yeah.
It was good.
And it comes with like a toast, and some people use like the
Like a
toast.
Texas toast?
Yeah, so they
yeah.
sometimes
Crinkle
put
cut
the
fries.
chicken in the toast, put the sauce, and make it a sandwich with some
Yeah.
fries.
I'm into it. In-N-Out too. Are we In-N-Out girlies and boys?
I actually
do
like
we-
it, except for the fries. I like the
Yeah.
burger. I like the burger a lot.
The fries are not it though.
Yeah.
There.
But are we driving 2 hours?
Vancouver is far.
I know, like
No.
I know. Could it have been closer?
But it's
Why did
fine.
they choose there? I
But
just wanna know.
They're creeping up I-5. I think.
Where?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Well, I know,
long
but
ways.
I'm saying like they started in California. They're moving their way up.
True.
Hopefully they'll be
Portland
here at
and
some
like
point. I don't know.
Vancouver. Yeah.
I mean, they already have one in Oregon, so why can't they have one closer to Seattle Metro?
yeah.
Maybe
true.
that's on there.
Are we going to be driving 2 hours away for?
I mean,
people
I'm
will.
not. I
Some-
know. Some
some
people
people
are
will.
diehard, but I won't.
Those people, text them, hey, here's my order.
Yeah.
True.
Even if all this stuff comes up here, though, I'm still going to be getting hamburgers from Dick's. I'm still
Yeah.
going to order
Yeah,
chicken
we
from
have some
Zell's.
really
I
good
mean,
Yeah.
restaurants.
I don't know.
But it's
locally.
cool to see that they're
Yeah.
like coming to Washington.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
for 2025. Okay.
Yeah.
This is also a topic that's been in the news a lot. Blake Lively's legal team is condemning what they call more attacks from Justin Baldoni. Lively, who starred in Baldoni's film It Ends With Us, filed a complaint alleging sexual harassment and a smear campaign. Baldoni's legal team called the claims false and outrageous, and he since filed a $250 million lawsuit that includes with like the New York Times. What are we seeing in the news? Do you think, I mean, his team is kind of saying it's a he said, she said moment.
She says otherwise.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
this is all
yeah.
over.
I read the book faster than any other book I probably
Same.
read on a plane, and it just upsets me that this is what the book has become now because of these two people, which I actually love as individuals, as actors. Like Jean the Virgin, I loved, Gossip Girl, and it's just really sad.
The book is about domestic violence, right?
It is.
Yeah, and now
Yeah.
it's like,
There was so much
I know.
drama that just like
Yeah.
messed up the whole message of it. And I just think like even just reading just the lawsuit, it just he said, she said, screenshots, text messages. It's like,
Yeah.
what is this
Nasty.
TMZ? Or like, but I hope
Yeah.
they figure it out because
Do you think this has kind of put more of a spotlight and eyes on wanting to like see the movie, like, or do you really just see this as like
No, I think
no?
it's just changing the court of public opinion on Blake Lively is really what's happening. Which is that founded? I don't know. But
I know because have you guys seen some of her past like interviews?
Yeah,
and so
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
he's trying to kind of say too, that this is a pattern a
Yeah.
little bit with her, right?
but she's the director of the movie.
He is.
He is.
He or she?
He is.
is.
See, now
She's
you're
a
seeing- you see what
producer.
we're doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Well,
Oh,
that's
he is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
He's an
Yeah, yeah, we're sure,
actor,
yeah.
director,
Oh.
Yeah.
and producer, I think.
in
So.
so-called he was pushed out and Ryan Reynolds came in and fixed some things too. So lots of tea.
Ooh, okay. Lots of tea. I know it's still going to be something that everyone's going to
Keep an eye
follow
on
with.
it,
Yeah, for sure. And this is something that I feel like all of you social media fans will be interested to hear about. Meta announces they are ending their fact-checking program in favor of community notes. I know. We all like the X platform. And we want to talk about, too, the TikTok ban that is looming January 19th. I know, because, I mean, this is a lot of like
That's
what
where
we
I
do,
grew from.
right?
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Are you stressing with this date looming?
I just think we always talk about it. I don't know if it's really going to happen, but I think for TikTok, it created my career with the foodie world, and also a lot of people love it because there's small businesses on there. There's people who have a bad day that just love to go on there and just like learn new things. And I don't know, we do a lot of talking, so we'll see if it'll happen, but they've been saying this for a while.
I hope it doesn't.
I know. I saw one of the Shark Tank
I saw
owner.
it.
He said
yeah.
that he
Kevin
was
O'Leary.
was close to buying
for
TikTok.
$350 billion.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything Teena said. I think TikTok is such a community platform, more than Instagram, more than other, people, places. So I don't think it's gonna go away. There's no way.
There's so much other things to focus on.
Yeah,
than
no,
Batman.
100%.
There's so many other
True.
But I will say, if it is like a national security issue, which is probably why the government is directing all this, obviously I think that's a good thing because the government should be looking out for the people.
Yeah.
But if it's some other motive, then, that's sad.
Definitely.
I know, but we're gonna ban TikTok before we ban other things.
I know. I know.
Right.
That's
There's
a hot
other
take.
dangers out there
Yeah.
that we don't want to ban.
What
I
do we
guess.
feel too about the meta news? Also, do you guys have any feelings on that with what Mark Zuckerberg came out and said and how it's
saw
kind
that
of going
video.
to community notes?
I just think it's tough just because, fact checking was important to kind of get fake news to just be like, this isn't true. But I think it's interesting that he switched over, and even like the way he was saying that freedom of speech and that this is censorship. I was just like, Mark, what's
going on over there?
Are you okay? Like, this is not X. This is
And
what we
true.
want.
Going
know.
forward,
And it's
going
ahead
backward
of
now.
like the election. Well, about to have, President-elect Trump is going to be in office too. So the timing is kind of interesting.
It's
Some
very
people are
interesting.
discussing. Yeah. Well,
I don't use Facebook anymore, so.
I know.
But Instagram is
But
kinda
Instagram I
good.
do.
True. Yeah. And it's just interesting. It's
Yeah.
an interesting tidbit in the news that everyone's talking about. So thank you so much for all being here, you guys. I always love having you on. So much fun. Please come back anytime.
I'm so proud of you, Kelly.
Yes, we'll be
Don't
back.
make before I go, I love you guys. And thanks so much to all of you for spending time with us today. You can check our website for more of our content, and you can always send us an email to share your thoughts. Don't forget to enjoy your new day, and we'll see you all next time.